The Good Fight. The Canadian MacPaps fought fascism in Spain. Aitana Guia, Mackenzie Papineau, Memorial Chair in Modern Spanish History, York University. Very few Canadians know about the MacPaps. At a time when authoritarianism and tyranny threaten the democratic world, it is important to learn who they were and what they did. The Mackenzie Papineau Battalion was a group of 1,700 Canadian volunteers who fought on the side of the Spanish Republic during the Spanish Civil War, 1936–39. Their battalion was named after the Upper and Lower Canada Liberal leaders of the 1837 rebellions, William Lyon Mackenzie and Louis Joseph Papineau. They were known affectionately as the MacPaps. The MacPaps were a diverse bunch of young communists, left-wing, and unionist men. When the rebels' coup failed in July 1936 and turned into a brutal three-year civil war between democratically elected Spanish Republicans and tyrannical National Catholics led by General Francisco Franco, the MacPaps answered the call to fight against fascism. Today, they are considered premature anti-fascists because they understood before anybody else the danger that Nazi Adolf Hitler and fascist Benito Mussolini posed to European and world peace. Hitler and Mussolini supplied Franco with ships, tanks, and airplane units like the infamous Condor Legion, and tens of thousands of soldiers and officers. Without his fascist allies, Franco would not have won the war. The Mackenzie Papineau Battalion was part of the 15 International Brigade. The International Brigades were recruited by communist parties worldwide. Around 35,000 volunteers from over 50 countries arrived to Spain to fight against fascism. Canada was the second country in the world, after France, that sent a greater proportion of its population to fight in Spain. The International Brigades were used as shock troops and had a high casualty rate. But it was thanks to their military efforts and warrior spirit that Francoist troops were prevented from taking the capital, Madrid. The MacPaps fought in major campaigns, including the Fuentes de Ebro and Teruel in the Zaragoza Offensive in fall 1937, the retreats in March-April 1938, and the Battle of the Ebro River, a last push to save the Republic in the summer of 1938. Their commander was Edward Cecil Smith, a Toronto labor journalist, and their political commissar was Saul Wellman, a New York Union organizer. After the war, the surviving MacPaps faced many difficulties. Canada had passed the Foreign Enlistment Act in 1937, which prohibited Canadian citizens from participating in foreign conflicts. It was designed to prevent the MacPaps' involvement in Spain. As a result of it, the Canadian veterans of the Spanish Civil War were investigated and harassed for decades by the Royal Canadian Mounted Police, who considered them insurgent communists and even tried to prevent them from returning to Canada. The MacPaps were not recognized as Canadian veterans by national military institutions or official histories until the end of the 20th century. Eventually, monuments were erected in Canada to honor the MacPaps. In 1995, the Ontario provincial government installed a monument near its parliament in Queen's Park in Toronto. It features a boulder from the Gandesa battlefield and a plaque commemorating their fight for democracy. The federal government also installed a monument in Ottawa in 2001. There are other monuments in Victoria and Cumberland in British Columbia and a plaque in Winnipeg, Manitoba. But official commemorations are not enough. It's up to us to learn about the bravery and selflessness of the Canadian volunteers who are willing to fight against tyranny and fascism even when their government was not yet ready to fight. Canada fought against Nazi Germany in World War II, but 1,700 Canadians started that battle 2 years earlier in the olive groves of Spain, and their sacrifice, courage, and integrity is still remembered to this day.
For the surviving members of the International Brigades, there was a farewell parade in Barcelona.
Comrades of the International Brigades, political reasons, reasons of state, the welfare of that same cause for which you offered your blood with boundless generosity are sending you back. some of you to your own countries, and others to forced exile. You can go proudly. You are history. You are legend. We shall not forget you. And when the olive tree of peace puts forth its leaves again, come back. Come back to us. Those of you who have no country will find one. Those of you who have to live deprived of friendship will find friends. And all of you will find the love and gratitude of the whole Spanish people who, now and in the future, will cry out with all their hearts, "Long live the heroes of the International Brigades."